Okay? But for right now, just go ahead and go to the top and then back cut. Okay? And I generally will try to throw it no matter what. Here we go. Good. So our body kind of moving here. Making sure we have good body position, making sure we have good head snap, all that thing. You'll see a lot of kids, when you do it wrong where you turn the other way, a lot of kids will do it this way, where they lose sight of the basketball. See how James turned, lost sight of his man, okay? We would lose sight of the basketball for a second, okay? And then in real life, we would probably have another kid that could help make the back cut. But for right now, we just like to keep them isolated to get them handling that. Good with that? Let's move on. After that, okay, give me 3-on-3 out here. One more. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna remember this when we go offense. Okay. I personally like to teach switching. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how I generally teach. Okay. Again, especially at a young age, I don't want to make a post player have to just stay inside and walk around in a 2-3 zone, or never have to come out and understand what it's like to guard on the perimeter. Any of you guys play post in high school when you're like in 3rd grade and only do that? You do that? Yeah. I mean, now he's a wing. So we don't really want to pigeonhole kids like that. So we want to teach them to guard everywhere. Post, perimeter, whatever the case may be. So here's how I teach how to switch. We just call it 3-on-3 perfect switch. Okay? So let's just say Brevin is going to go set a screen for Lucas. All right, freeze. How do we know who decides if we're going to switch? The person whose kid is setting the screen gets to decide. Here's why we do that. Go back. Because I know how I would be, or used to be, if I was Cody and I was told that I could switch. Okay? As soon as I saw anything coming down here, I would just point like this. We do not want point switches. All of a sudden now we're susceptible to slips. Maybe Brevin doesn't screen, maybe he just cuts, and now we're in a world of hurt. We got 2-on-1. Does that make sense? Okay? For you guys right now, I'm just gonna let you do whatever. You don't have to screen. Let's say Brevin goes to go screen it. Okay? Screen. Yeah. Not a switch. We would say Cody's gonna stay on his man until he hears somebody else call switch. So we have to communicate. Okay? When I get rid of it, I'll eventually just throw it. Let's say I throw it to Lucas. He's gonna throw it right back to me, and you guys just go continue to screen. Make sense? So you're screening, trying to get open. I want to see if this group can handle this without getting 2-on-1. We're just looking for clean communication right now. I'm not worried about steals. I'm not worried about anything else other than, are we switching the right time? Is the right kid calling it? Is it clean? Okay, let's see what happens. Here we go. That's fine. Move dirty. Good, hot. Not bad. Alright, gave up a little slip there, which we're going to talk about next. Can I get 4 new kids in here for the next one? So that's how I would teach how to switch. Obviously, we'll keep building on kids, but I like going 3-on-3. You can really see who's... I mean, let's say, I like picking on Kellen. Let's say Kellen is in 3-on-3 perfect switch, and every single time he's involved in the screen, there's some kind of miscommunication. And I'm not going to say it's necessarily Kellen's fault, but he's involved in a lot of miscommunications. Okay, so we can kind of see that. So we're going to go 2-on-2 right now, where you guys go back behind here and try not to jack around. Ball to Kellen. Defense on Kellen, defense on E. Defense on Kellen, defense on E. Okay, this is 2-on-2 hard switch to steal. So in this drill, I want the defense to try to steal it. Okay, so here's how it's set up. So we would do this after perfect switch probably. Okay, Kellen's gonna throw to me. We're still freeze. Hold on. We're still looking for details. Like, is Cody gonna jump to the basketball? Okay, if he doesn't, I would allow Kellen to go ahead and front cut him, and we could just make sure to let him know he's wrong by doing that. Does that make sense? So he's gonna jump to the ball. Perfect. Kellen's gonna go set a screen for E. Okay? Freeze. Brevin when the ball gets to me, should be in help side. Okay? If he's not in help side, which is going to happen a lot, we're going to give up a slip if he's not. Because now he's too tight. I'll go ahead and use it E, switch Kobe. Look at Kellen's slip. Wide open. Okay, now do it right where you're in help. We want to get to the bottom side of this so that we don't give up a skip. If we're giving up anything, it's going to be a skip to the, or so we don't give up a slip. If we're going to give up anything, it's going to be a skip to Cal. Does that make sense? Come back up, Cal. All right, here we go. Do it. Yep. Side. Perfect. Generally, I would throw one, and I'd like them to get a hand on it. Okay? Again, if you want to make this competitive, and I've done where if the offense doesn't catch it or get open, you're running. If defense doesn't get a steal, you're running. Okay? The other way they continue to teach us to make it harder for them after they get going is he doesn't have to use this screen. Say, Kellen, throw it to me. Go set a screen. Okay, freeze. He can take a step and refuse it. Kellen could just slip. I don't care. Let's try that one time. Or Kellen and Ethan, you can do whatever you want to get open. I don't care. You're using this action initially, but from there, Kellen, if you think you can get across Kobe's face, great. If he falls asleep and doesn't see both and you want a back cut, I don't care. Let's just see what happens. One time. Here we go. Good. Fine. With that, we move on. Okay? That's hard switch. Screen and roll defense. Okay? When we switch, this is how I teach it. Okay? Will you come here, Lennon? A couple things come up like this. Freeze. First thing, Lucas needs to make sure Owen does what? You got it. We're making him use this. Okay? He should know one's coming because James should be telling him screen coming left, screen coming left. We don't know if we're switching yet. We don't know. He might go to. Okay? But he's going to shift his body to make sure Owen uses it. Okay? Let's just set it and use it regular. Okay? He sets it. When we switch, we're not soft switching where James is going to be here and O just gets to turn the corner. Okay? Go back. James is going to switch it. You don't want to jump it too hard or he can cut back. But we want to make sure he has to take a dribble back and we're staying in front. Okay? Let's talk about the roll. Go back to this. What we're going to do right now. Let me only take some pops. Yeah, you didn't even know how to roll. Okay? There we go. Go again. Go again. Yeah, I know. Okay, freeze. Okay, when he uses it, we're switching onto this. We want to be on the top side of the screen, and we're forcing the lob over the top, and we want to stay connected with the arm. I understand this is open right now, but in a second when we go shell drill, we'll have a backside covering this up, so we always have somebody in front and behind. Okay? So just do that one time. You can throw it over the top, I don't care. Okay, I just want to make sure he doesn't show numbers. Good. That's the pass we're going to force. Okay? And again, I know that's open right now, but it's 2 on 2. Another thing that can help that with James, it wasn't bad. It's good ball pressure on the switch. That will also help make that pass a little more difficult over the top. Okay? That's how we're switching screens and rolls. Last one before we go shell. Give me Cody, will you come here? Oh, come here. Trevin. And Journey. Now we're going to lateral switch a screen for a big, front the post, and then work on front in a high-low. So ball to me. Give me offense, defense over there. Trevin, be on the block, Journey. Yep. Oh, and that's fine. You can set it. Okay, here's what we're working on. O's going to go set a screen for Journey to post up. Okay, go ahead and set a screen for Journey. Okay, freeze. When we switch this, we do not want Cody to just stand here like this and let Journey cut right across his face. That's the opposite of what we want. Okay, go back. We want Cody to jam him with an arm bar, stay in front, come to the post up. After you set the screen out, flash to the high post. In real life, dude, want Trevor to try to get a hand on this, but for the sake of this drill, we're gonna let this be completed. Okay? If I can't throw it directly to Journey, only a lob, I'm throwing that. And then Cody's gotta work with his feet to get over the top and get back to a front. Does that make sense? Go again. Ready? Here we go. Jam him, good. Then round him. That's fine for this drill, we're forcing the law. Does that make sense? So again, we have every single kid do this. I don't care if they're 4'5" or 6'9". We're doing it that way for everybody right now.